Okay guys, so we got this Nissan Xterra right here. I'll show you guys what happens. So when you start it up, we'll put it in gear. You can hear the idle surge, you can see it bouncing. They said this has like a cam code, but it also was dying when I was bringing it in. It's not dying now, but it was dying, and it also didn't want to start earlier. It was like an extended crank. They said it had like cam codes. Okay, so it's not acting up now. So we're gonna see what codes we have. I think they said it had like cam crank codes. Let's see, auto detect. Hopefully this thing will scan and pick the VIN up. I don't know if it will or not. Is my J-Box? My J-Box is plugged in, yeah. This might be too old. I'm gonna scan the car VIN and then we'll go after this. Okay guys, so this is 2003 Xterra. So we got, well, I like how I told you how many times we had these codes. So we got a throttle position sensor circuit code, crankshaft, and another throttle code in our current. So look at that. So we'll save this report. Oh, I gotta get the license plate number. And then we'll go look at data PIDs, and we'll look at our, might have to get the scope out for this one. Okay, so I was just quick looking. Let's go to our ECM. Let's look at our live data, see what we got. Because we got a cam and crank sensor code, so we might have to bring up some a wiring diagram and then see. Here's our throttle position sensor. Doesn't look like anybody did anything. This is actually pushed together. I just tried. So we got that. I'm wondering if this uses a sensor for the transmission too, because I think I remember some of these had like the transmission module and the I mean the TCM and the ECM both shared a sensor or something like that. Let's see, what do we have here? Do we have, why don't I see like a cam sensor or a crank sensor? Gotta go to inputs. I pressed all signals. Well, this is exciting. Well, we have engine speed. Huh. See, do we have throttle? There's our throttle. Our throttle says 0 volts. Put it on graph. See what we get here. Oh, look at that, guys. We got nothing. Let's see what happens when we start this up. Let's go over to the car. Let's start this up real quick. See if we get anywhere with this. Okay, so we do have an engine RPM, but we have no throttle. So I'm gonna quick get a diagram and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I looked up in the Zeus to see what was where. So our brown connector is our sensor. Gray is for the switch. So there's a switch that, see, look, closed switch and wide open throttle switch. So what we want to check though is our brown connector, and it looks like the middle is our sensor. So I got my scope. Let's go back. Go to TPS test, DC voltage test, view meter. And I want to go into our blue wire right here. And we're at 0. We're completely at 0. So now, one thing I want to try, don't know if I'll be able to show it, I want to touch the battery and then touch my lead and see if the voltage comes up. So my voltage does come up. I want to see if I can do it through my finger. Oh, I can do it. So like, see my test light is connected to ground? So my test light is connected to ground right there. It's the, I'm sorry, battery positive right here. So then I come over here, got my thumb on the end of my test light, and I just touch my finger on here. And look at that, we can pull the voltage up. So that means we're not shorted. We got a bad sensor, guys. Look at that. And it probably shows up on our scan tool when we do that. It might not actually with our code. I'm going to go back and clear codes and we'll try it again. So actually, before I clear the codes, I wanted to check to see what our input is. So we got 5 volts going into it. So it's right down here in the bottom. And then this is connected to battery positive, so our ground should actually light this if we got a good ground. And we do have a light. So that means our ground's good, our power's good. We got a bad sensor, because we're not outputting anything. So like I said, if we go on this sensor wire right here, we got nothing. So look at that, nothing. Our voltage should be changing right now. So I do want to erase these, see if we can. Let's go back, live data, main signals. Just want to see if our throttle position does anything. Let's see. Okay, so we do have a closed throttle. Was there a wide open throttle? That might be all we got. See, show selected. Okay, so it says closed throttle. Okay, so for some reason I didn't get that recorded, so I'm going to go back into here. So if we go to our, let's just bring up closed throttle, and we'll bring up our throttle position. Show selected, graph view. So we take our test light and we jumper it to my finger. You can see we can bring our voltage up and get it to do like sweeps. The scan tool still ain't showing it. So I don't know if we have a problem there. We could go just probe the computer where it's at, but look, I can do that with my finger and get our voltages to come up, but it doesn't show anything there. We could also take our test light. Okay guys, so what I was trying to show was if you touch the test light on here, it'll increase the voltage too. You can see that will actually go up to like 12 volts on there. The test light will limit the current. So that actually works. You can see that. And then I also noticed that our bolt's broken right there. So I'm going to take this, connect it into this orange and black, which is our switch, and we get nothing for our switch when we move this. And if we come up here, I think this will have 12 volts. So we got 12 volts. And this is going to be, I believe, our ground. Oh, I guess that's stuck. So that's going to be our signal. I guess this one's going to be our ground. Okay guys, so remember how that screw was broke? So that screw lines up with this tab, and they had this on so the metal was before the blade. So when you rotated this, it would never hit the tab. So that screw needs to be replaced, because now, look at our scope. Did my probe come out? My probe might have fell out. There you go. So like, my probe is not making good contact. But you can see our voltage. There we go. So our voltage goes up and we're at 5 volts. So I'm going to put this on here so that this touches, and I think we're going to be good on that spot. And then we just got to go up to this crankshaft sensor code. Okay guys, so I recentered it. Now look at this, I set it at 0.45 volts because guided component test says 0.4 to 0.5. I don't know how accurate that is, but look at this. Look at our sweep. Alright, move this. I'm just sweeping the throttle just like that. And you can see that. So that's good. Although it does say it's off closed throttle, so maybe I have to let this close all the way. Because like we can go lower with our value, but it doesn't say that the throttle's closed. Okay, so 0.146 is when the throttle actually says closed, or at least it did. Maybe I gotta adjust it again because it was just saying closed. Yeah, now it's not saying closed, so maybe I gotta adjust that again. Okay guys, so I adjusted it, so now if you look at our scan tool, it says on at 0.08 for our closed throttle. I raise it up, look at that. There we go, we come back down. Now it'll say on. I think they might need a new throttle position sensor because I have to push down on this to get it to say on sometimes, unless it's gonna, yeah, see, because now it's closed. Open it. It doesn't go on until I like push down like this, and then it'll say on. So they're gonna need a new sensor, and they're gonna have to fix that bolt. So that's our issue there. Now we gotta go after this crank sensor code. Okay, so now we're gonna go after our crank sensor. I just talked to them. Apparently this part was changed, but there's no markings on it. It's just black. There's no like part number or anything on this thing. You can see that. There's nothing. So I told him to get a new one. I told him to put a bolt in the bottom of that because apparently the guy just changed it. That might be why we got a new cap and rotor here. So we're gonna go after this crankshaft sensor code. Okay, so now we're gonna go after a crankshaft sensor code. So we'll just bring up our throttle position and everything. We'll just see what happens here. Where's our closed throttle switch? There we go. Show selected. Let's bring up our engine RPM. Let's see if our engine RPM works. So we do have engine RPM. We have engine RPM there. Engine RPM looks fine. Let's go back. Let's see if we got a code. Oh, there's our code. See if we still have our live data. So I'll probably just set up the snap-on scope on this crankshaft sensor and just see what happens, because it might be using our camshaft sensor for engine RPM right now. Yeah, look at that. So we have engine RPM. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll set the scope up and we'll go from there. Okay guys, I found the crankshaft sensor. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys this, but it's like, let's see. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to show you. I guess you might be able to see it. No. Let's see. It's down here in the back at the bell housing. But I touched the connector and it unplugged. So like right here's the connector. Has our blue or whatever wire, and it goes underneath the heat shield back here and plugs in. And it wasn't connected. Like I just pulled on it. So I'm gonna try plugging it in, and then I guess we'll see if it works. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I don't know if somebody was in here and disconnected it. Okay, so I think you can actually see the connector. Let's see. All the way down there, that is our connector in the center. It's kind of blurry. Doesn't want to focus on that. But yeah, it's all the way down there. So like, see, all the way down there at the tip of my finger is where it's at. So it's plugged in now. So we'll go back and we'll try it again. Okay, so we'll erase our code. My phone's getting really, really hot though, because I was using it for hotspot. Okay, so we did that. Let's start it up. We'll suck out the key. Well, that started up like instantly. Sorry about that. Phone's getting really hot. But yeah, it's been like running for 2 minutes now. No more code. So I'll let this run for a couple minutes. It's 11:09 now. And we'll see what happens in a couple minutes. Well, it's 11:11 right now. Still have no code. That code was coming up instantly. Look at that. I think we fixed it, guys. So they're going to drive it tomorrow. They're going to change that throttle position sensor. But we're done. See if there's a cam crank relearn or something. Let's see. I don't see a cam crank. I was hoping that there'd be something. At least this tool doesn't have it. Yeah, we'll check our codes again real quick because it's been like what, 4 or 5 minutes. 3 codes. Nothing. Shut it off. Let's start it up. Look at that. Look how quick it starts. Boom. Spin our live data. Main signals. Let's go to engine RPM. Throttle position, and I bet you our throttle switch will probably act up when I do this, but we'll graph this and we'll graph engine RPM. Look at that. Look at that. We'll put it in gear. Go in reverse. Our throttle switch is actually working. There we go. So let's go back. We'll go back, read trouble codes. Look at that, guys, we're done. Hope you guys like it. See you later. Back at my friend Peter's with the Nissan Xterra. They said because the crank sensor code came up. You remember this is the one that had the code and the sensor wasn't plugged in right. So I'm trying to auto ID the car. I don't know if this auto IDs or not.